What's going on, everybody? It's your man Rusty Blade here at Smoky Studios. And to the right of me, I got a brother, man, that's Chicago's own. And like say, you from all over Chicago. I got the man Chief Apache. What's up, bro?
What's happening with your family?
Man, that's how I feel too. We've been talking, feel just like family. Now, we're going to get right into it. You got a project coming out by the name of Slick Talk. How did you get the name Slick Talk?
Well,
name the album, rather.
Everywhere I went, I'd be out different locations, might be down south, might be out east, west. And, our swagger is just a whole lot different from other states. And pretty much, they knew I wasn't from there. They're like, man, where you from? So I'm from Chicago. Oh, you one of them slick talking mother. So that's how we came up with the whole idea of Slick Talk. We got the home of the pimps, the players, and that's just pretty much, if you grew up out west, you sing Don Juan. You on Madison, you sing, so that's a part of our culture here, and that's just what it is.
All right, now, being from out west and out south as well, like, how do you integrate both sides of the city into your music?
Well, I like to say at heart, I'm a west side guy. I was groomed more out west and was wild out south. So, my youth was out west. As I got older, teenage, that's when I was able to come outside out south and really, let it loose. So that's pretty much how it went.
Now, who does the production on the album, and how many tracks you got?
Oh man, so far we have like 5 EPs that we want to push first for the Slick Talk, and the Honorable Ill Brown, Ill Boogie Brown, he's produced for many. You can check him out, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, Google him, But as far as the sound that I was able to create from being from out south and out west, I always felt like out west it was about money, the hustlers. Out south it was just wild, crazy, they get down on you in a minute. So that kind of cultivated me to be able to have the ability to talk, to the ladies, talk some slick shit or get on some goon shit. But I really try to keep it play, you know what I mean? I'm not about to be out here promoting violence and stuff like that. To me, the real, we don't have to do none of that. If you've been through it, that's nothing that you ever want to, put out there, especially to these children. So that's definitely not what I'm about. I want to give them some game. So, that's what the players, that's the first single that's coming out, Players.
Okay. So, as you say, out here with the youth because they wild, and some of them, they got game because they studied from the older cats like we did as well. Now, what would you tell them if they trying to make it in this business as far as working with the music and trying to lead the streets along?
Well, the first thing is to believe in yourself. That's the first thing. So as a man thinketh, so is he. So what's in you, what you feel, that's what you attract. You want to continue to attract something that you don't want, keep thinking about all this negative stuff that you're thinking about. If you want to be able to have the lights, the cameras, and the action, you got to put that out there, because nobody wants to be able to be around someone with a nasty energy or vibe. Nobody want to work with you. So, you can have all the talent in the world, but have a nasty disposition.
That's facts for sure. Now, how did you come up with the name Chief Apache?
Well, Apache was given to me. I am Blackfoot native. That's part of my bloodline. And growing up, just being wild, the guys gave me that name, Apache. I didn't look like nobody from the neighborhood. I looked like what I looked like, so that's what they named me. I know from where we grew up at, I spoke on this previously, the word chief is pretty much always gathered through the other side. If you understand Chicago lingo, you know what I'm talking about. But by me being Native American, I really felt like I had the right, because a chief is a leader, and that's what I come to bring. The first EPs of the Slick Talk, that's just a part of me. We all have different makeups. You know what I'm saying? we were, like you say, raised by the elders. So I want to be able to give you, game piece by piece and raise you up. I might be on a higher thinking vibration than a lot of these young cats. So therefore, what I need to do is come down to their level and give them something that they can hold on and touch and say, oh, he like me. And then spoon feed you and bring you on up. I can't just, start dropping jewels on you and you have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'm going to come on down and give you some game.
That's definitely dope, because you're right, when it comes to a person, they living a life that you've already done. So in this see now world, everything is fast. They want to see you done it. They want to see your name. They want to look at your jacket, so to speak, and then they'll understand and respect what you're trying to get. So definitely, Chief Apache, that's dope. Like you said, you Chicago, you understand what that is. Now, what do you have planned for in the near future as far as the music?
Well, we're dropping, as of now, we just dropped the first EP, which is Players. It will be everywhere. You can check it on, Spotify, iTunes. We pushing it. The first place you need to check it is right here, Urban Grind TV, via Fubu TV network. So these are definitely good brothers. This is a place where I feel like I'm at home, and this is what we drawing out first, Players.
No doubt. You definitely home, man. The homie Pazzo. Shout out Pazzo, UG Productions, man. He definitely family. And we glad to have you here, because this ain't his first time here. He was back a couple weeks ago chopping it up with the fellas in the back. So it's always great to see people come back and have a positive, like you say, vibration like that go over their head. You feel me?
Like, my thing is, I want to be able to come like a thief in the night. You look at me one way and you think you know, but you have no idea. So, and that's how I come with my music. I'll show you one song, and be like, oh, that's what he on. The next song, you'll be like, man, I didn't know he could do that. So, it's about being seasoned and giving all of you, not just some of you, you know what I mean? But you got to spoon feed people. To me, we have the best mix in the Midwest, because we like the East Coast, we like the West Coast, we like down South, and we had our own styles. I always speak about Psychodrama. I love them brothers. I got to meet Buck, and that brother's a very humble person. And I always felt growing up, like, man, this dude is so talented. The Twisters, even the Commons, all these brothers that's from the town. It was just me being a young man out west. He touched me. You know what I mean? It was something there. I'm like, man, I want to do that. So what we don't do to our own, we don't give them flowers while they here. Everybody's so cocky and arrogant, like, oh, I'm bigger than him. I can't give him no love, no shine. To me, that's sucker shit, bro. And I don't honor it. I never have. I don't care where you from, and this is why I scream Chicago everywhere I go, because growing up out west and out south, I had partners that was afraid from out west to go out south, like, oh, they crazy. Same, vice versa. But we was all the same. It was just getting an opportunity to speak and know each other and sit down at the table. When you able to draw from that same bloodline, you know your own kind. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it.
And I think, they say we the city of haters. I bring it up. I think it's more movement with other sides, because basically what it is, the gang culture, it stops a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Being out south, being out west, you this, you that. You don't want to mess with the next man. Like you say, they doing the same thing. They eat chicken and rice on the same side of town like we do.
Well, I want to speak on that. Growing up in the city, you have no choice but to, be engulfed by the gang culture here. It's a part of us. You know what I'm saying? This is the city of Al Capone. But one thing, if you truly know, if you have any elder that knows the truth, they going to tell you, the 6-point star is the star of David. The 5-point star is the star of Solomon. That's father and son. How could they fight?
Broke it down real quick right there. See, that's knowledge, right? That's knowledge. Love when people dropping knowledge. Now, where can they find you and get in tune with you and your music and your movement as a whole?
Well, we got the website. We're going to push all there. ChiefApacheMusic.com. We got Twitter, Chief Apache. We got IG, Chief_Apache. We have I Am Chief Apache, Facebook. You know, you type it up, you'll find me.
That's what's up, man. Chief Apache, Rusty Blade, Smokey Studios, Urban Grind TV. We out.
This is Chief Apache. You rocking with Urban Grind TV. Tune in.